There are many reasons that you might be looking for a side hustle to make some extra cash on the side. Whether you have little money left over at the end of the month and you want to boost your income, or if you're currently feeling so unfulfilled in your current job and not walking in your purpose, and so you want to test out different markets to see if you can find a new passion, or just create a side gig that you can turn into a full-time income. Or maybe you're just so bored at home and have way too much time to spare. And people keep talking about side hustle this and side hustle that, and you need to create multiple income streams. And so you just want to give it a go. Whatever your reason, side hustles are actually amazing and have so much potential. Therefore, in today's video, I will be sharing with you 4 side hustles that have little to no setup costs, are family friendly, of course are super legit, and that you can start in the comfort of your own home. So please make sure to hit that like button and to share this video with someone who wants to make a positive impact on their finances. So the first one is proofreading. If you are really good at catching even the smallest details and have a knack for spotting errors in text, then a proofreading side hustle might be the best option for you. Proofreading is a flexible, low-stress side hustle that you can balance with your full-time job and also around your family needs. To find work as a proofreader, you actually don't need a degree or certification, but of course it helps if you have an excellent command of the language you'll be proofreading. And that's because you need to be aware of the context and intent of the piece of work you will be working on. And in order to recognize and catch errors in the content, like grammatical errors or misuse of punctuation or bad citation, you need to be able to understand the rules of the language you will be using. Other skills you need to be a good proofreader include a good eye for detail and the ability to spot inconsistencies in the text. You also need to be able to recognize and maintain a writer's voice style and recognize where they're not being consistent with this. And of course, a love of reading as a proofreader is essential because you'll be reading and fixing errors in text. And this is especially important when you find the writer's work not interesting. You'll need to be able to stay engaged and focused on the job. And so proofreading can actually become a very profitable online business. And to start this as a side hustle, there are little to no setup costs. All you need is a good internet connection, a computer, or even a mobile phone, and access to receive documents through apps like Google Docs or Dropbox. And the wonderful thing is that the average proofreading job pays around about £25 per hour. And when I did my search on the internet, I found that some proofreaders are charging well over £100 an hour. And the other benefit is that there will always be demand for proofreaders. As long as writing exists, there will always be a need for someone to edit for correctness. So check out websites like Upwork, LinkedIn, and Indeed, and find yourself a side hustle that could pay you a good sum of money for a hobby you already have. The second one is a Pinterest specific virtual assistant. Now, Pinterest is a social media site that is marketed as a visual discovery engine for finding ideas like recipes, home and style inspiration, and so much more. Pinterest users are called pinners, and they upload and pin their favorite pictures to a board that they can view later on. As at this time, Pinterest has over 290 million active users. And you better believe I am one of those very active users. I use it to get inspiration and information on a variety of things, including planning my meals, house renovations, parenting tips, frugal living, and of course, how to run a successful business. And like me, many businesses use Pinterest to generate traffic to their products and services, and so they'll be looking for virtual assistants to help them utilize the platform for their businesses. So as a Pinterest virtual assistant, you will specialize in helping blogs and businesses to improve their Pinterest presence. And that's because they're swamped with creating content and everything else that they need help with their social media management. In fact, many business owners end up outsourcing this type of stuff because they find that the amount of time they save is worth the price. And so in comes you. As a Pinterest VA, you can help a business or blogger out by running their Pinterest account. This will include things like setting up a business account on the Pinterest platform, creating pin designs, scheduling pins using either third-party apps like Tailwind or manually on the Pinterest platform, and then researching and applying to group boards, and of course presenting the business analytics back to your clients. So similar to proofreading, a Pinterest virtual assistant can actually turn into a very lucrative business. From what I can see, most Pinterest VAs start at least £15 per hour, but they can easily average £30 to £50 per hour, and for some even more. And the setup costs are super low too. All it takes to do work as a Pinterest VA is to have access to a computer and a reliable internet connection. So if your dream is to have more time to spend with your family, be able to work remotely, have a very, very flexible schedule, or work for yourself, then a Pinterest virtual assistant might be the perfect opportunity for you. Being a Pinterest VA is also really rewarding because if you love helping others, you'll be able to help other businesses flourish and make a difference in other people's lives while doing something you absolutely love. The third side hustle is to work as a freelance translator. Now, if you're bilingual or multilingual, it's time to take advantage of this career space, especially if you can do both reading and writing in said multiple languages. And that's because language services are in super demand around the globe, with everyone from the retail sector all the way to the medical community using translation and localization services to better improve their businesses. And the added benefit is that translating is a side hustle with low startup costs that could be grown into a full-time career or even a business. Just note that people often use the terms translator and interpreter interchangeably, but they're actually not the same thing. Translators work in writing. Interpreters translate orally or via sign language. The difference also goes far beyond written versus oral. Interpreting requires a different set of skills. Interpreters must be able to listen, understand, then take what they've just heard and immediately paraphrase it in the target languages. Interpreters usually have to also be present as well. So if you're looking for a side hustle or career that allows you to work from home, then becoming a freelance translator gives you the freedom that being an interpreter won't. So to make the most of being a freelance translator, the first thing you need to do is to pick a language pair or multiple language pairs. Pick the two languages you know best to start, but beware that not all language pairs are paid equally. For example, there might be a lot of demand for English to Spanish translation, but the supply is also very high. Whereas there's a huge demand for English to Arabic, English to Chinese, German to English, but the supply is slightly lower. And so you can actually make more money with these language pairs. Then of course, you can match this with a specialized field to capitalize on your earning potential. So if you have a background in finance, law, healthcare, or IT, besides being fluent in another language, these types of specialized translation projects pay so much more. On average, freelance translators can charge anything from as much as 10p a word, which is equivalent to £60 for every 1,000 words. And the most popular sites to use to get clients are Clickworker, Fiverr, People Per Hour, and Upwork. And the good thing is that for the most part, there are no education or certification requirements to make money as a freelance translator. But do be aware that degree and certificate programs in translations are available, and they can help with making your bid being accepted that bit quicker. The fourth one is selling digital products. Now, selling digital products can actually become a lucrative side hustle that can be scaled up to a full-time business. In fact, many entrepreneurs have built entire businesses around these intangible goods due to their popularity and ease of distribution. And what makes digital products especially appealing is that they are completely passive, meaning once they've been created, they are sold repeatedly to different customers without having to replenish your inventory, making them ideal for people who are looking for a new income stream that requires little effort to maintain. Some examples of digital products include ebooks, printables, audio files, photography, spreadsheets, video, and so forth. And trust me, you can create a digital product for anything. So please don't feel like this is only geared to a small group of individuals. Whatever you have an experience in, or a passion in, or a hobby in, trust me, you can create a digital product to help others. And you can use free tools like Canva to make them. But of course, if you don't want the fuss with creating anything, then for a small fee, you can actually outsource the creation of digital products, and then you can just go ahead and sell them. And like all the options discussed today, the earning potential for digital products is truly unlimited. This is because you aren't confined by inventory and your products are evergreen. And the added benefit is that you don't have to be present for sales to be made on your products. Once you've settled on what type of digital product you plan on selling, you then set your own price, and the next step is to determine where you can sell your products. Thankfully, there are several options that you can use as platforms to sell your products, which can be either free or you can actually pay for them. So a few popular places that people use to sell their products is, if you don't have a website, then you can use platforms like Etsy, eBay, Creative Market, and you can just sell your digital products on those platforms. However, if you're not interested in paying the fees associated with these platforms, then you can actually create your own store using Shopify. Though it does cost to host your digital download store on Shopify, but it's completely yours to customize. Let me know in the comments below whether you like the side hustle options mentioned in the video today. Do you know any other side hustles that can help people make money with little to no cost? Also, please feel free to share a tip that you have found useful that could help us all make money. After all, we are looking for good money making tips. Don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe so that you don't miss any future uploads, as I'm sharing my journey to financial freedom and retirement. And of course, if you are looking for free money, make sure to hit that Trading 212 link down below. All you have to do is deposit £1 and get a free share worth up to £100. That's 99 free pounds. Also, don't forget to check out these videos, which will show you all the financial tips I'm currently implementing in my life that have saved me thousands of pounds. Thank you so much for all your support, and I will see you in the comments down below, and of course, in the next video. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.